Hey everybody, welcome to RPM, Rock and Pop Mandolin, your site for learning classic rock and pop songs on this wonderful little 8-stringed instrument. My name is Mike DeJong, and we are going way back to the early days of rock and roll. Well, I guess not exactly the early days of rock and roll, late 60s, early 70s, I'm talking about here. But C.C.R., Creedence Clearwater Revival, one of the great bands to come out of that era. And this is one of their best songs. It's called Proud Mary. Really fun song to play on the mandolin. Very easy. Some nice simple strumming patterns for you and simple open chords. There's also a few little licks in here that I'll show you as well that you can add in for a little bit of spice, but a lot of fun to play. So we'll get to that in a minute, but first a little bit of business. If you're new here, please don't hesitate to hit that like button down below, that subscriber button as well. Really helps us to continue to grow here on the channel. Likewise, if you are a returning subscriber, thanks very much for coming back, but don't hesitate to hit that like button down below. Also down below, you'll see links to various things, including my new Johansson mandolin and a link to my new lesson series, my new video lesson series called Learn Rock and Pop Mandolin with Mike DeJong. That series is perfect for beginners and those of you who are coming over to mandolin from guitar. You'll get a really good foundation in that lesson series, and the link is down below. The videos are only $29.99. Also, I've got links to my Patreon team down below and Amazon and Sweetwater affiliates where you can check out some of the other equipment that I endorse. But that's enough business for now. Let's take a look at this C.C.R. classic called Proud Mary for mandolin here on RPM. Okay, Proud Mary starts off with a simple little chord progression. Okay, so what is that? Well, here I'm using all open chords or chords down here at the end of the neck. Of course, you can play closed chords for this too if you like, if you prefer those. But for me, this song really requires that open sort of acoustic guitar sound, even here on the mandolin. So let's use the open chords, all right? So I'm starting off with a C chord, right? Your favorite C chord right here, 2nd fret of the D, 3rd fret of the A, open, like that, right? So then you're going to an A major chord, and I'm fretting this one here at the 2nd fret and the 2nd fret only. You could fret it here too, but you know, listen to the difference here. If you hit that chord like that A chord, you're going to get this note here, which really doesn't work in this pattern, I think. So let's do it like this. Okay, and you saw there I was either fretting that A chord with my 2 fingers here, my 2 middle fingers, or you could just use your pointer finger and hit a bar there over those 2 notes. Don't forget though, you got to leave that open A, so you got to kind of curl your finger there so the A and the E still ring out. It's a little difficult. I prefer to do it like that. Okay, so you're going, and I'm using all downstrokes here, by the way. So you're going da 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 da. Okay? Just like that, okay? All downstrokes. And I'm kind of leaving a bit of a, it's kind of a ghost note there after the first 2 C's. Do you see that? Like that, just before you hit that A on the downbeat, right? So, like that. Okay, so those are your first 2 chords. From there, you're going to go, from the A, you're going to go G, F to D. Okay, so like this. Start off with the C, twice, 3 times. Okay, so you're catching that G only once on the downstroke, all right? So you're going like this. Over to the F. Right, that's a little tricky for a beginner, so. Okay, and the G chord that I'm doing there, 2nd fret of your A, 3rd fret of your E, right, your standard G chord, but only quickly once, so. Like that, and so that F chord here is your open F, 5th fret there, 3rd fret there, open, and 1st, right, to F. and then to a D chord. Again, an open D, second fret here, open, open, second. Okay, so one more time through that initial opening riff. And then you're just staying on the D chord for the verses. Okay, that little opening pattern is played several times throughout the song, but once you get to the verses, it's really easy. It's mainly just one chord. It's a D chord, and the strumming is like this. Right? All the way through the D chord in the verses. And I'm just doing up, down, strumming. So it's like down, 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 like that. See that? So I'm going up, down with this pick this time. And I'm also coming off the chord a little bit to give it a little bit of rhythm there, right? So again, ghost notes are important in this song. The song is so simple, the chording is so simple. The real beauty of the song, I think, well, part of it anyway, are the little rhythms that he does with those simple chords. So you can do something with an open D chord by itself, like this. And what I'm doing there is I'm utilizing my first finger very briefly to stop the strings in between a chord, like this. You see that? And it gives you a little bit of kind of an upchuck sound. Upchuck? It gives you a chuck sound, whatever the phrase is there. I don't know what the phrase is, but it's kind of a ghost sound there, like that. Those are the verses to the song. Okay, and so right at the end of the verses, they do this little riff, all right? So when you're on the D chord like that, all right? You're playing along with the D chord, and then, right? Really nice. And on the mandolin, you can do it as a double stop in D, right? So what am I doing there? Well, I'm sliding my finger, second finger, too. You can slide your third finger if you want, but for me, it's easier with the second finger. Slide it from 2 to 4 on the D string, but keep that open A string ringing as well. So, can you hear that, like that? Okay, so slide up and hit both of those strings together, like that. Okay, the chorus of the song, big wheel keeps on turning, proud Mary keeps on rolling, I think it is. And then you add that little riff there. So what is that? Well, that's big wheel keep on, that's on an A chord. Proud Mary is a B minor chord, all right? The A chord I showed you, second, second, open, open. The B minor is fourth, fourth, fifth. All right, you could add that high one there. You can also do this B minor, which is a really cool B minor voicing. That's 4, 4, 5, 2 here, and that's with the second finger there, fourth finger there, pinky finger here, and that first finger catching that note right on the E string, second fret. That's a kind of a hard voicing to get, but it sounds pretty cool. Very full B minor chord there, okay? So big wheel, keep on turning. Then proud Mary, keep on joining. I don't know what he says there, but anyway. All right, then you're adding that little riff. All right, you're going. So from 2, 4, open 2, 4. Like that, okay? Again, I'm using all downstrokes here. 2, 4, open 2, 4, 2, open. And I'm kind of hammering this one. I'm not picking both of those notes there. I'm hammering 2 to 4. Can you see that? Right that. Back into that again, the D chord. All right, finally, I can show you a version of the guitar solo that you can play on the mandolin that's pretty simple, pretty much accurate to what John Fogerty was doing on the lead guitar part on the original track. You can go, it's over the main pattern again of the D chord. You go and okay, so the pattern goes over that D chord like with the double stop. So it's slowly, I'll do it. So you're just utilizing the open 2 and 4 there on the G string along with that open D. So one more time, slowly. like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then he slides up to that little pattern. That's on the D string, 4th fret, 2nd, open, 4th on the G. All right, so just slide from 2 to 4 like that on the D string. And then come down 2, 4, open, 4 on the G string. You see, like I did that? And I added the open G string there too. You can do that like that. Like that. And that's the opening part of the guitar solo. When John Fogerty goes to the A chord and the B minor chord in that guitar solo, he does this cool little lick on the lead guitar. Okay, so that's really cool. What is that? Well, that's kind of an A major pattern over that A chord. So you're going... So that's 2, 4, 6, and 1, 2. So on that 6th fret, you're going like that. Hear what I did there? Da, 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 like that. So you're going 7, 6, 4, 6. One more time. 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 4, 6. So one more time. Right? 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 4, 6. Then over the B minor, you're doing a little minor lick from the 4th fret. Like that. You're just climbing up. And I'm just doing it all in the G string here. Of course, you could move it up to some of the other strings as well. But that pattern, and it's a similar rhythmic pattern to the first part of the lick. So, right? Like that. So, so that's 4, 6, 7, 9, 7, 6. Okay? And that's it. That's that little pattern. So I'll show you it again. Right? And that's it. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Right? And then back into... And that's it. And that is Proud Mary by C.C.R. for you for mandolin. Hope you enjoyed that lesson. Thanks again for tuning into this channel, RPM. We really appreciate it, but don't forget to check out the links below in the description box. My name is Mike DeJong. See you in the next video.